This is a 2005 Cobalt 200 inboard outboard, and it's a black hull. Typical Cobalt dulling of that rear section right there on the stern. And then, as most black hulls, it's got some oxidation. Now, this boat looks relatively shiny, and on first glance, you'd say, wow, okay, you're just doing a maintenance detail, right? Well, when I got here, that's what I thought I was doing. We do this boat, I think we do it every year. It might be every 2 years. But it's been a while since it's been done, and it's a black hull. As I jumped on the first buffer I thought was going to work for the whole boat, this orbital right here, I decided I'd do a little test rather than just doing the whole boat and finding out at the end if it was going to work or not. So I do a little test square right here, and I realized that an orbital polisher is not going to be enough. Well, guys, it turned out this boat was a little bit too oxidized to just do the orbital. So here I am finishing off this side. I actually did the whole front, the middle, and I'm finishing off the back here with the rotary polisher and a couple different compounds mixed together. I did about 5 tests to figure out what worked best, and this was my end final solution. Basically a rotary with a wool pad and a mix of 2 different compounds. And then after doing this, I went back and orbitaled the entire boat to just make it as good as I possibly could. This is a 2005, so it's 12 plus years old, and I was happy with it in the end. There were a few repairs in the gel coat that still looked a little bit funky, but repairs are repairs. They're always going to be a little discolored, so watch for that. But the oxidation came out real well, and this boat should hold up for another 6 months to a year. So here I just wanted to give you a little after rotary polishing. And again, I don't know if the camera picked up how bad this hole was, but after my test, it was pretty obvious it needed a good rotary high-speed polish buff, and that's what I've done. So I'm about to grab my orbital and just do one more pass with that to make sure that this is right. One thing about going back with an orbital after high-speed polishing, sometimes it seems like it makes it worse to me. I generally like to do that just so I can make sure there's no swirls and that I get a good coating and covering. But sometimes, especially with darker colors or more oxidized colors, even if it is white, you'll get in a situation where sometimes going back with the orbital after rotary polishing just does not make it look much better, and sometimes can even make it look worse. So again, testing is key. Even if you're doing a follow-up buff over the top of your first pass with the rotary, do testing.